What's your favorite dessert?
I'm an ice cream guy.
Oh, yeah, ice cream. Okay,
Yeah.
great. I'm a big fan.
Have you had this fried chicken ice cream?
No, who does this?
It's like, it's not actually fried chicken, but it's ice cream that looks like fried chicken.
My God.
And you
No, who makes this?
I don't know, Goldbelly or...
Oh, Goldbelly. I know Goldbelly.
I mean, it was sent from Goldbelly.
Oh, my gosh. Well, to me, I'm a big ice cream guy. It's ice cream first, God first, ice cream first lifestyle. But the cookies have been crumbling. The cookies have been on fire. I feel like the cookie era is upon us.
Yeah, donuts had its time.
Yeah.
And now it's cookies.
Cookies are on fire.
Well, here's a hot take. I'm not a big crumble cookie guy.
No. I'm never going to crumble cookie. Now, Levain.
Oh, there's nothing like it.
Find me at Levain.
You break it in half?
I'm there.
Oh, my goodness.
How about these cookies that Julia brought the other night? Did you have any of these from her night thing?
No.
Oh, she found this new cookie spot kind of on the west side. It's I got to say, it's ridiculous. It's a 10 out of 10 cookie. It's a Levain's good 8.2. This is a 10 out of 10. This is a cookie that's so good, you take a bite and you slap yourself. Slap yourself good.
Okay, hold on. I got to say, we had a PB&J review era.
Yep.
We had a croissant review era.
Oh, I love the croissant reviews.
I think we need a Veach family cookie
I think we could do
era. Cookies.
Now, Julia also recently brought home some Trader Joe cookies that are in the box. Fantastic.
Like
it's
Joe's?
a good, I don't know what type of cookies this is. Like a very stiff, snap it in half. Like, it's been in the package a couple months, feels like. I love a good cookie. I love a Girl Scout cookie.
Classic.
What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
The grasshopper.
Okay, see, I am so mint chip. Is that what it's called?
I think they're the same though.
The grasshopper and the mint chip?
Yeah, the grasshopper is mint.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm a grasshopper.
Yeah.
I'll hop on that grass. I go crazy on that grass. I just love the mint one. The other one, what is it? The Jason Momoa ones or?
Yeah, there's some coconut ones.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, come on, it's fine. Lemon, blah, blah. But the mint grasshopper is out of this world. I'm going to rate this cookie an 8.7 cookie.
Wow.
It's a high.
That is very high.
And if you had that packaged cookie, 8.7, and if you have it with some ice cream or something,
oh wow,
get out of here.
Oh wow.
But I'm a cookie guy. There's famous cookie places. You go to what's Milk Jar?
Yeah, Milk and Milk Jar, two separate ones.
Two. Oh gosh, Milk. Yep, that's right.
Christina Tosi.
Very LA. But I'm telling you, when you have a right cookie, my boys play baseball in a league that every single game the kids go around. They put in a basket, and it's $1 for 2 cookies. What a deal! Every time my boys say, "Can we get a cookie?" I say yes.
It's the last good
because I'm getting at least a quarter of that cookie. It's a lot of people don't know this about me, but when I was growing up, people called me Cookie Monster. I'm kidding. Come on, let's go. Let's get out of here. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 197. 197 times you and I have been talking about one of my favorite subjects in the whole world, and that is the subject of leadership. And we believe around here that when the leader gets better, I'm telling you, everybody gets better when the leader gets better. So we love talking about leadership. We love learning. Thank you to every person that subscribes to our YouTube channel. Thank you to everybody that subscribes wherever you consume this content, and leave us a review. Share it on social media. Help invite people into this conversation. We're trying to lean in. We're not leaning out. If I leaned out, I'd do the rock away. I lean back. I'm not doing that. I'm leaning in to try and get a little bit better, a little bit smarter, get some insight, revelation, knowledge, understanding, just try and get a little bit better at leadership. And we just want to say thank you to everybody that has said yes and is continuing to stay in your story of leadership. We recognize that you could have quit a long time ago. You could have packed up your bags and been gone, but you're still in the story. So thank you to every person that's still leading. I want to talk to you today about 6 things that we want your volunteers to be saying. 6 things that if your volunteers are saying this about you, that means you're hitting the mark. And if you're not hitting the mark, I've been leading volunteers for almost 25 years, and I'm just telling you, there's some seasons that you get in that sweet spot and you feel like you're doing a really good job. And there's other seasons where you go, man, I dropped the ball there. I missed it. I'm not doing as good as I once did or as I want to be. That's fine. Hopefully, out of today, you can grab some truths, grab some thoughts that can challenge you and encourage you to be the best leader over volunteers as possible. I believe that if you build them, you're going to build something great. If you want to build something great, it's all about who's with you, who's on the team, and making a massive investment into the people that are with you. Jesus, the greatest leader that ever walked the face of the earth, before he went to face change the world and face his obstacle, what did he do? He chose 12 guys, and he goes, come on, and he put them in his back pocket, and then he chose 70. And he just kept on building and building from there. And he had a 12 and a 3 and a 1. And yeah, I think that's how leadership works for us, is finding out who's our tribe, who's with us, so, not so we can see who's serving us, but we can identify who we are serving. So here's 6 things today. Write down number 1, I feel empowered. Do I love this one? We want the people that are under your leadership to talk about how empowered they feel. And empowerment starts with me. It does not start with them. Most leaders that are bad at empowerment always make excuses about why they can't. Oh, they're not ready. Oh, they're not that good. Oh, they're not. Forget that. It's not about where they are. It's about who you are. And the stronger I get in my identity, the stronger I am in my confidence, the more I'm convinced that I have everything that I already need. I'm better at empowering people to do the task. Think about Jesus. What does he do? He goes, all the authority I got, I give it to you. That's empowerment. Go, and he is deliberate. He's telling them exactly what to do. And when they go out, they don't go out there with small authority. They came back, they were like, we can't believe the authority we just walked in. How about the people that are under you? Do they feel empowered? Empowerment does not start with them. Empowerment starts with me. When I was first starting out in leadership, I got empowered to run an event. And I was starting out in working with youth. And I was empowered to lead at night at the ice skating rink in Pasadena, about 25, 30 minutes away from the church I was volunteering at. I was a volunteer. And this guy empowered me to put this event together. And so I'll never forget, we got a bunch of people to sign up. And that night, on a Friday night, about 70 youth showed up at the church, and we were going ice skating. So my boss, my oversight, the guy that empowered me, came by, and he was like, wow, this is amazing. Congrats. Look at the turnout. You did such a great job. Where's the transportation at? And I was like, what do you mean? What are we talking about? He's like, yeah, how are all the students getting there? And I was like, yo, man, I hadn't thought about that. And so we quickly went into emergency mode, and we got all the volunteers that were there that night, and we packed the cars, and we had some people taking 2 or 3 trips back and forth, and I learned a valuable lesson. And did that guy stop empowering me? No, he used it as a learning lesson, as a teaching moment about transportation. My point is, don't worry about where they're at. You've got to be convinced that it's all about empowerment.
That's right. I think empowering is a commitment over a long period of time.
Yeah.
I don't know how many stories that I could tell of you empowering me and me not arranging the transportation. You kept on empowering, kept on trusting. And I think if you're going to empower people, you have to just have a built-in margin. They're going to drop the ball, but they're not going to drop it the next time. Empowerment, it comes with trusting. Yeah. And I think most people that don't empower are totally convinced nobody can do it as good as me. Yeah. Yeah.
And you're right.
Yeah, that's a problem.
They're going to not do the transportation piece. But guess what? It's going to always be on you forever.
Yep.
And that's not how leadership works. Leadership, it's the strength of your life is not found in what you sit in. The strength of your leadership is found in what you send out. And you've got to be a good empowerer.
That's a new one.
I like that one. Empowerer. Hit me with the Nick Saban.
You all may be taking the week off, but I'm not.
And guess what I'm going to do when I show up? Empower you. Okay, write down number 2. I love being under their leadership. I just like this thought. We want everyone that's under our leadership currently to be boastful, to be braggadocious, to be thankful. I'm so glad that I'm under their leadership. Why would they be able to say that? Because they feel cared for, they feel invested into, they feel seen, they feel heard, they feel cherished, all keep going over and above. And to me, what higher praise can you get from somebody than somebody saying, man, when I was under their leadership, I was flourishing, I was at my best, I was learning, I was growing, I was challenged. And I think, let's just take a step back and let's be honest. Do people say that right now? Man, I love being under them. Why? Because I don't feel micromanaged, or I don't feel belittled, or I don't feel like I'm not being taken serious, or I don't feel like I'm being invested into. No, we want to do our best. It's the value. We work hard for the people that work hard for us. If they're working hard for us, we're going to work hard for them. And that to me is the difference between someone being invested into and someone feeling like a tool. People do not want to feel used. They want to feel invested into. And so that's our goal. Man, I love being under your leadership. That to me is the highest praise.
Absolutely. I think what we're talking about is reputation.
Yeah.
I remember I would have friends who'd get a teacher and they're a year above me, and they would right. Oh man, I hope I get that teacher. You're gonna lead people, and they're gonna go.
That's right.
And the next people lining, you want them to be excited about, hey, I got to serve in that area. I got to go jump in, be a volunteer under that person.
That's right. And, I was watching last Saturday, Rick Pitino and John Calipari. We had St. John's versus Arkansas, second round, round of 32. How did we get these two Titans this early in March Madness? Crazy. And Rick Pitino, think about this guy from Providence to Iona to St. John's, Kentucky, Louisville. All he does is take teams to March Madness. And you know that whoever's under him, they are going to be developed and they're going to be trained and they're going to rise to another level. And nobody ever leaves Coach Pitino going like, man, I just hated it being under him. He was this, that, and the other. They speak of him with glowing regard. My favorite basketball coach of all time. The reason why is because he looks mafia. And he's a dang good basketball coach. Shout out to Coach Rick Pitino. We love you, man. You're the best. Number 3, I feel taken care of. And I think this should be part of your daily habit, your daily life. Who are you taking care of today? What do they need? Maybe they need a little money. They need a little birthday present. They need we're talking about mafia now, taking care of people. Taking care of people is not just sending gift cards and holy handshakes. Taking care of people is going, I'm praying for you. I'm thinking about you. How are you doing? I feel taken care of. And I just think that it's a really sad day when you're only looking to sort yourself. It's kind of like with my boys right now. I'm always trying to train them like, hey, whoa. You're taking the biggest slice of pizza here? Hold on, there's only one soda and you're not offering it to the queen of our house? You're taking it for yourself? Most leaders are looking for their benefit. What's in it for me? How does this benefit me? The world revolves around me, but a great leader and someone that is an overseer is looking to help take care of others. And when you have this as a value, the people that are under you are going to be saying, man, I just feel really taken care of. And that's not always financial. I know people that can give a large paycheck, but they don't care about you. So it's not about money. And know that as a leader, it's not about the plane ticket you bought or the trip you took them on or the house you bought. It's not about any of those things. It's about a relationship. All partnership starts with relationship and it continues there. So take care of your people.
Yeah, I'm curious. How often should you let them know that you care about them?
Well, I think, you don't want to be every day, I take care about you. I care about you. Care about you. Hey, today I want to make sure you care. Yeah, creepy.
Yeah.
I just think, being sensitive to people's needs. You don't have to say it, with your words as much as you got to say it with your actions.
Yeah.
There's things that you can do to give people a nod, care about you, in your corner, rooting for you, thinking of you, want you to win. That to me is the arrows out life.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're living arrows out, you're going to do good.
And I feel like it's maybe not about how often, but when they care about something, they know that you care about it too.
That's right. It's felt. Yeah. So let's. How do I let you know I care about you? Care about Riv.
Yep. Exactly.
Care about your guys. Care about Gray. How they doing? How do you do in basketball?
Yep.
I love that line. The people that I love the most love the people that I love the most.
So good.
And so nobody loves me more than people that go to my kids' games.
Yep.
Your wife's at my kids' game last week.
Yep.
She didn't have to say, I love you and care about you.
Right.
She's at the game.
That's right.
That's a loud signal, right? So I think but it's the desire that if anybody's going to be under your leadership, they feel taken care of.
That's right.
I want to make sure you're good.
Yep. Secure.
I want to lean into your world. What do you need? I think, man, what a massive signal you're sending just to ask the question. Most leaders are looking for somebody to go, what do you need? Do you need anything? What if you put that back and you say, what do you need? Do you need anything? Here's the next one, number 4. I'm in the know. And, our value is communication. If you want to be a great leader, you have to be a great communicator. So I'm always trying to be the one that the people that are under my leadership are in the know. They're knowing what's going on. They're knowing the vision. They're knowing the direction. They're knowing the season we're in. They're in the know. In other words, people don't appreciate finding out stuff on the streets. Remember, it's not who's saying it that matters as much as who is saying it that matters the most. Who matters what? What is secondary to who. So what is being said is important, but it's not as important as who is saying it. So if I'm making a change in our organization, I don't want people to find out about that change on the streets. Did you hear? Did you know that we're going to do X, Y, and Z? I don't want them finding out from this person who can't necessarily represent the vision and the heart and the values behind that. I want them to hear it from me. And I want the people in my world to never be guessing, wondering, questioning, thinking. If people are thinking we're in a bad spot, we want to be letting them know, bringing clarity and bringing comfort. They're in the know. And if they're in the know, they're relaxed and they're comfortable. And so you got to think constantly about your brain dump. Everything that's in here has got to get into a note. It's got to get into a laptop, a Word doc. Why do I brain dump? I brain dump because then it tells me what convos do I need to have? What do I need to communicate? What needs to be on a personal email, a mass email? I'm waking up, I'm in the communication business because I'm in the leadership business, and I want the people that are around me to feel informed and to feel secure and to feel confident. Number 5, they believe in me. I love this one. We want the people that are under your leadership to say, you know what? I feel so believed in. I feel championed. When my boys, when I drop them off at school, and we're getting ready for them to get out of LA and go to their school, I let them know how much I believe in them. And I let them know, you guys are leaders. I'm telling you, you make everything better and you make everything brighter. You guys are champions. You guys are winners. And I pray that they'll lead people to life. And none of my boys can go, man, my parents never believed in me. My parents never told me how great I was. My parents never told me that I could accomplish anything. I always tell these guys, but I don't just do it for my boys. I got to let the people under my leadership feel believed in. You're so gifted. You are so talented. Man, gas somebody up on your team. Man, be somebody's biggest cheerleader. Tell somebody, I can't believe you're unbelievable. What are you doing around here? You could go out and do anything and make so much money. Wow. You have to always remember, people have somehow, some way stopped believing in themselves. They got discouraged and they got down. They felt like, I don't know if I can do this, and I don't know if I am that great, and I don't know if I'm going to make it to the next level, and I don't know if I am still that awesome. And then you come around and you shout into their ear how awesome they are and how great they are and their future, and all of a sudden something just rises like, well, that's right.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes, right. People need to feel your vote of confidence. They need to feel like you believe in them just as much as you believe in you. And maybe they'll believe in the we thing if they'll start believing in the me thing. Put all that encouragement and all that life and all that confidence into them. Last one, here's the sixth one. I feel known and needed. I'm known, like they know what's going on in my life. There's a verse that I've always loved, know the state of the flock. And basically what that's saying is know what's going on. Know what's going on under your nose. Know what's going on in your own home. Know what's going on in your marriage. Know what's going on in your soul. You need to know. Like, you got to know what's up. So I want the people in my world to know that I know. I know how many kids you got. I know your name. I know where you live. I know your financial reality. I'm not a stalker. I'm just like, if you're going to be with me, I'm going to know you. I'm not going to go, who's that again? And what do they do? And because that screams, I could care less.
That's right.
No, I know you. And let me just confess this. I need you. I saw this great post yesterday from Pastor Chelsea Smith, who always puts out the Marriage Mondays. Great follow. I love everything she talks about with marriage. And she says, they say, whoever they is, she says this, that the hardest thing to say in marriage is, I love you and I'm sorry. She said, well, I think they're wrong. She goes, the hardest thing to say in marriage is, I need you. And I love this. She's like, all these years later in marriage, I still find myself maybe shy to admit that I need my husband. And she lists all the things that she needs. I think, if you're a great leader, you admit how much you need people with you. I need you. I need you. I need you in the front row with me. I need you to roll with me. I just want to let you know how needed you are around here. What am I saying? I'm saying we're dependent upon you. You are essential. You are irreplaceable. There's nobody like you. That's a good thing for the people that are under your leadership to be able to admit, I feel known and needed. Who told you that it's not that important to get to know everybody? Who told you it's not that important to confess and admit that you need folks? I want to know everybody that's under my leadership to the best of my ability, and I want to need everybody that's on my team. Why? Because the only reason why we're winning and the only reason why we're doing well is because of you. The greatness that's happening is not because of the greatness of my life, it's the greatness because of our life and our buy-in. And when you admit that to people, it doesn't make you feel weak. It makes you look like a great leader that understands what it's all about. It's all about the teamwork. Teamwork, make the dream work. The more teamwork you got, the more dream work will be accomplished. So, episode 197, we're hoping that the people that are under you are saying these things about you. And if not, don't worry. Look at all 6 of these and start going through and saying, where can I change and evolve? We love you. By the way, episode 200, we're recording live. We got a live leadership lean in coming up for episode 200. Get to LA May the 7th. Get yourself a ticket. It's going to be an incredible night together. I have a very special guest that's going to be with us for this special episode 200, and it wouldn't be the same without you. We need you, and we know you. We know you because you comment right now on YouTube, your name and where you're from. We love you. We'll see you soon.